Hey everybody, so here we are again. We're gonna get started with today's recipe, and today is Tuesday, so you know what that means. It's Taco Tuesday, which, we could do Taco Tuesday about 7 days a week around here if we really cared to. So we're gonna get this going. I'll show you our ingredients list, and I think the only thing that we're not going to add to the meal today is a nice margarita because we don't have the stuff for the margarita this time, but maybe next time. So anyway, let's get started, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so the things we need for taco night are all out here on the countertop. So we've got the taco seasoning mix, which is kind of like the essential ingredient in my mind for this recipe because it really puts all the flavor into the ground beef that we're going to be using. We've also got some taco sauce just to drizzle on the top. We have some soft flour tortillas here. These were a great deal. These were like buy one, get one at the grocery store recently, so I picked up 2 of those, and I was very happy with that purchase because those go a long way. We've got some shredded cheese. We've got the grape tomatoes, and also I kind of splurged on this because I really like it. So, avocado verde. This has a little bit of some spicy salsa in it, and I just really enjoy that for some extra flavor. So, this will run you about $5 or $6 at the grocery store, but kind of puts the flavor over the top, in my opinion. And finally, we have our ground beef here. We got some lean ground beef for about $10 at the grocery store this morning, and this should, comfortably feed a family of 3 or so with maybe some leftovers. So, I mean, it's a lot of meat there, and, it just depends on how hungry everybody is. But we'll get cooking with this. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is just take your ground beef out of the container that it came in, put it in your frying pan. I don't generally use any kind of oils or anything when I make this beef because usually there's enough fat that will create a layer on the bottom of the pan that you don't really need to coat it with anything. Plus I have a coated non-stick pan here that I'm using anyway, so there shouldn't be any sticking or anything like that. So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna get this beef browned up, and this will take a few minutes. So I'm not going to season it with anything right now. So we'll just let me work on that, and I'll come back in a few minutes. It's already starting to sizzle. Okay, so we're almost done browning this ground beef, and the thing that I just want to point out is that there's really not too much liquid in the pan here along with the meat, because again, this is lean ground beef. It's got, according to the label, only about 7% fat in this 1.5 pounds of beef that we're cooking up. So just gonna turn this off for a minute and get some of my other ingredients together to add to the pan. But again, if you were using something like a package of ground chuck, for example, you might have a fat percentage that's up around 20%, in which case you'd want to get this meat separated from the juices, so there's not a bunch of extra fat floating around in your meal. So just wanted to mention that real quick. Okay, so what I did here was I took the taco seasoning mix and I put about 1/4 cup into the bowl now. And we're going to mix that with 1/2 cup of water, and basically just give it a quick stir, and that's going to be what lights up the flavor of the meat really well when you go ahead and start mixing it together. So I just give that a quick stir. Then into the pan we go. Okay, and it's going to be thickening up as we turn the stove back on here. So I just want to kind of hover around the stove and continue mixing the meat with the sauce until it thickens up and until all the meat is coated with the flavoring. I think I need an extra hand to keep my pan from spinning around on the stove. Oh my god. Okay, so let me just go ahead and mix this and we'll come back in a second. Okay, so here's what the beef looks like once you have it pretty much equally seasoned in the pan. I turned off the burner and we can move on to prepping some of the other food now. Okay, so that meat only took about 5 minutes to cook up, right? That was really quick and easy. That makes me happy. So I have a little time on my hands, so I'm just deciding to cut these little tomatoes up into smaller pieces just so they're easier to add to your taco shell. And you know, some people would prefer to maybe also have this with some rice or rice and beans or some like tortilla chips. You know, you can really serve it however you like it. It's pretty versatile, so that's always a good thing. And I did also remember that I forgot to bring out some other ingredients from the refrigerator. So Emma, I just remembered the sour cream. So that's like a lifeline for taco night and for half of the other foods we like to eat. So here's the biggest tomato in the bunch. Look at how big that is. It's like 3 times the size of the other ones. So rogue tomato here, but gonna be just as tasty. And yeah, so sour cream I pulled out of the fridge, and also the spinach again, which I know you're gonna pass on that, but you know what? I'm gonna have some, so you know, it'll be okay. All right, that's probably good enough on that. All right, let me wash my hands. We got a rainstorm out of nowhere here this afternoon. That's been happening the past few days, so that's okay. It's a little happy hour for the trees and plants outside. All right, so let me show you what we have going on over here now. Okay, so here is our little taco bar. You've got your flour tortillas. You can heat these up in the microwave or not. And you know, load them up with your beef and then just put all your toppings on. You can layer those any way you want, obviously. People probably all have opinions about those things. So, you know, like I said, this is going to be a fast and nutritious dinner. There's a little bit of spice to the meat. It was so quick and easy to cook up, and you know, something really fast for dessert is just from the grocery store, some sundae cups that have some little fudge in there with the vanilla ice cream. So that'll help cool down your palate after you get some of these spices kicking around in your mouth from the beef. So like I said, if I had a margarita today, I would toast you. So everybody have a great day. Thanks for joining us again. And yeah, we will talk to you soon. Thanks. Have a good one. Hey, and I almost forgot to mention some shout outs here. Thank you to Tony for the generous donation to help get this meal on the table today. It was very kind of you. Appreciate it. And you know how that karma thing works. It comes back at you. So in due time, my friend. And I want to thank my sister for helping me get my first video posted yesterday. She is my advice on basically everything. But yesterday, definitely my tech help. And so that's much appreciated. And also Kirk for helping me compile the video, get that posted. He's good with that software. I don't know anything about it. What else? What else? What else? My mom and dad for getting me my t-shirt that I wore yesterday because I think it's super cute. And just all of you for being here. So thanks, and go give your fur babies some loving. And one of these days we'll circle back and try to make some guacamole from scratch because I haven't done that in a long time. But oh, it's really good. So happy Taco Tuesday, baby! Enjoy it, and we'll see you soon.